Hey, everybody, I'm David with Bolivar Live, and welcome to Real Estate Talk 3.0. And we're actually remote today because of the way things lined up, the moon with Jupiter, the first market report, you name it, it lined up and didn't work out to where we could get it done in the studio. But I'm here with Norma, like always, my partner in crime, co-host, main realtor, you name it, she's there. But we're going to talk about the numbers now from October. We were rolling in. The election's over. I got word, and maybe Norma, you've heard something that the Feds may drop it another 0.25%. Have you heard anything about that?
Well, there's been some chatter about it, but I mean, out of the chute, my gosh, the stock market did amazingly well yesterday morning. So it's a pretty good indication that we're on the upswing. I'm hoping so.
I talked to a lot of people yesterday and said, some of them were for the winner, some of them for the loser, but all of them said one thing. It's called stability. And the year before an election, you really don't know who's going to be where and when for the next 4 years. And so that year going in, and this year was, to me, was a really screwed up election because you had Biden there and then he bailed out and Harris came in, and it just wasn't a typical
you're right.
election run.
You're right. The stability was a factor in there with the current administration. So it was, I can understand why people are kind of iffy or leery about purchasing a home because, the administration is
right. Well, and not knowing who's going to be there. And like I said, I talked to people that were on both sides of the fence yesterday. And the one common thing all of them said is, David, I said, what do you think's going to happen? And all of them said, David, we've got some stability now. And I asked them, what do you mean by that? And it was, well, we know who's going to be in control the next 4 years. And not knowing that really throws everyone into hyenas. And so we'll see what happens. But let's talk.
Well, that's true. But with that being said, I mean, somebody that, and I don't mean to harp on the current president, but I mean, he was in decline, and it's hard. I mean, I bet it was real hard to make decisions and so forth. But but now with this, we know how Trump did the last time he was in. The market did really, really well. I'm praying that that's what happens this time. That would be amazing. That would I mean, who knows what will happen, but I mean, we'll see.
It's something to look forward to. Yeah. But let's look at October, and I'm going to pull it up here so everyone can see it. And we do this market report
for Bolivar, Crystal Beach, Gilchrist, Kaplan, and High Island. So from the ferry all the way to the High Island, this is what this report reflects. Excuse me.
Yep. And we're cut off a little bit over on the side up. Anyway, there's your next active listings.
Yeah, so currently for the month of October, and obviously these numbers could have changed the few first weeks of November, but this is where we landed in October. We had 374 active listings. That means they are currently active, nothing, excuse me, nothing, not pending or contingent or anything like that. And so September, we had 393.
I'm messing up here.
That's okay. I'll just keep talking.
Yeah, just keep talking.
So we had 393 active listings. So it's down just a little bit, which is normal for this time of year. And normal for, like you were saying, the current climate with the election. But that is a lot. I mean, 374,000 homes are on the market, and they've been on the market a while. So,
374 homes. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, that's not lots, that's homes only.
That's home.
So, yeah. So it's quite a few. So there's a lot to choose from. A buyer can really be selective and picky because this number is just shows that we've got inventory.
Yeah. Now,
And so the number of new listings that hit the market in October is 55. And so in September, it was 60. So these numbers will obviously trend down like they typically do toward the end of the year. People like to wait. Usually they always say spring, but a lot of people say they wait till the first of the year. So this number will definitely will pick up the first of the year. And with this, I'm waiting till after the election crap I hear all the time, maybe these numbers might go up. So we'll see. But anyway, and last month it was 60, so it's down a bit.
great.
So the number of homes that went pending is 11. So that means they switched from active to pending. So that means contracts. That's how many offers were accepted in October.
Great.
And then we have the price per square foot. So this is what the agent listed the home for per square foot. That's not what it sold for. This is what they initially listed it for.
And this is an average too. There's some higher, some lower.
Oh yes, definitely.
Yeah.
Yes, definitely. So we take the beachfront, which goes for a bit more, quite a bit more, and then homes that are on like Highway 87 near the highway, they're a bit lower per square foot.
Yeah.
But honestly, a lot of homes are falling, and the ones that I've been working with are falling even lower than that per square
Are
foot.
they?
Mm-hmm. Just to get them sold because there's so many homes on the market.
Right.
So when you're looking at 374 listings, you want to be as competitive as possible. You want to price it right, and you want to get it looking good. You want to get David out there to do some drone shots. I mean,
That's right. And the new fly-throughs, wait till they start seeing these new fly-throughs we're doing and some reels. I've got one I'm shooting today, in fact.
yeah, I'm telling you, he did one on, you did one on my listing in Biscayne, on Marble. It's phenomenal. It's really good. It has nice music to it. It's something to watch. And so it really gives a buyer a good feel for what the property looks like inside and out, and the surrounding area.
Yeah.
So anyway, the average list price. So this is not the average sold price, but this is the price for October is $550,441. So this is like you were saying, there's homes that are listed for more because of their location and amenities or whatever they offer, and then there's some that are less. So and it really depends on what the home offers.
Right.
So how large it is and so forth. And then when the home went pending, it went from
$368 on the average list.
Yes, to 331. So this is basically what it sold for, 331.
Yeah,
so
average.
So it
About $38 less.
Yeah, so that means sellers are having to negotiate to get the home sold. So and it also tells me as an agent, and I try to convey this to my clients, that if it's that much difference, I mean, you're passing up some buyers. You know, if you're listing it too high, and you need to price it right, and not think that somebody's going to come in and offer a low amount. A lot of people initially go in to HIR.com and they put their their price criteria. And if it doesn't land in there, then they're not going to look. Rarely do they go above it. So when I have sellers that say, well, we want to list it higher, and they can always come in lower. Well, some people don't know that. I mean, an agent should know that, but it's really important to list it where it needs to be, or pretty close to where it needs to be. So this number kind of reflects the difference. I mean, how much people were coming off the price of their homes.
And here's an example. So the listing average price was $368 or $369, if I'm not mistaken.
Mm-hmm.
And this is $331. And I just did a quick calculation. $38 a square foot at the average house, probably 1,500 square feet.
Yes.
That's $57,000.
That's right.
Price difference.
That's right. So if it typically, the search criteria box that you enter your number in, that you're looking, your range that you're looking in are increments of 50,000. So you could be missing out on a whole bunch of people.
And this is an average, but I wanted to find out how much price difference there was in the averages between what they were ones that went under contract and what they were, and it's $57,000. So that gives you an idea on how much difference, what the average list and what the average sell price is for. So
yeah, in this market, especially since we are in a buyer's market, I cannot stress enough that it has to be listed very competitively.
Yeah.
So anyway, so the number of homes sold in October were 24. And so last month it was 27. So this also reflects the
end of the year.
Yeah, the slowing of the market. The typical, with holidays and so forth coming in. And then the average sales price, so we that changed too. So that is 519,556. So anyway, that is lower than what the list price was.
Right. So, I can't remember what the list was.
It was oh Lord of mercy, I don't remember.
I can't remember. I think it was 550 or something.
Yes, I think it was 555. I think it was
555. Yeah. So
yeah. And then the number of days on the market. So this dropped a little bit. I was really surprised to see this, but 88. And last month it was like 120. It was 123.
Right.
So it has dipped a bit. So it's kind of encouraging.
That's you're looking at about a 3-month period.
Yeah, but still, that's if a home is priced
right. It can move quicker.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And this is the total number of homes that sold in all 3 zip codes, from the Ferry to Hot Island is 12,469,343. And so last month it was 13,400.
Was it?
Yeah, so roughly a million less. So like I was saying, it's
about one beachfront.
Yeah. Yeah, one nice beachfront.
One nice beachfront in Biscayne.
Right. So, and it just shows you that, it's the slowing of the market, but it also shows that homes are still selling. You know what I mean? Don't think that it's not the best time to buy. It is the very best time to buy. Because,
right now?
Yes. Yeah. Because like I said, there's so much inventory, and you can negotiate the price. So I highly, highly recommend it.
And if you're going to list a home, don't go in with family ties and sentimental reasons. You have to go in to sell and make sure it's priced right and is marketed right.
Correctly. And you have to have a good agent come in, a local agent. It's so frustrating to not have a local agent there up on the peninsula, because when people stop by, they'll be driving around and look at a house, and they'll call me, and they will want to see if they can make an appointment to see the house that minute. And so you have to be able to drop what you're doing and get there and show them the home, because if you don't, then you possibly miss the sale. And if you're if you're in Houston or Beaumont or wherever, I mean, they're screwed. So and they just their client possibly missed out on a sale. So having a local agent is super important. And then you having an agent that can come through and be, I'm not going to say critical, but with a selective eye on staging and make sure that the home is decluttered. And I know we talked about this last time, but it's just making sure that it's show ready so people can see themselves living in the home, all the stuff that you hear. It's really, really important, because I'm telling you, people see the stupidest little stuff and they walk out. One wall that's painted the wrong color or whatever, and they just...
Well, and next week we actually have a stager set to be on our show. And
is it next week?
Yeah, the 18th, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
We have a stager, and we're lining up some more for the following month. So, well, if people want to get hold of you to talk about, they're looking for a home or they're ready to sell a home, how can they get hold of you, Norma?
Texting is always best, because I'm usually in a meeting or with a client or whatever, and I can respond quickly to that. It's 281-802-4927, or you could call me and see if you can catch me. But anyway, texting is good.
Great. Well, this is a show we always do the market report. Try and do it the first Monday of the month, but the way Monday fell this time, everything was going on, and so we had to do it remote, and then I messed up on the slides. I apologize. We'll get that fixed before the next month. So, but we're going to head on out. Norma, thanks for joining us. Hope you get to feeling better. You said you were a little under the weather this morning.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm staying in. Hopefully I don't have any showings.
Yeah. Well, we're going to head on out. Until next time, I'm David with Bolivar Live. Y'all have a great day, great week. Come see us. God bless, and bye-bye.